So here I are. I got some new felt tip pens and they're over there, but they're spares. I got a whole, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going to grab a bunch of these little guys and put hearts on them. People love their little hearts. I'm not going to put hearts on everything. You know, though, I got to kind of put the heart in first. So maybe I will do that, but not with the same pen. Bailey, was that you? Or was that peacock imitating you again? My neighbor has peacocks. And he has white ones too, pure white ones. They're beautiful, but he's got one wild little guy over there that likes to sound like a cat. And unfortunately, it always sounds like a cat that's sad or hurt. I don't know if you can see it. Boy, those are tiny little hearts. I have got to get some rocks. This is it. I'm down to the little teeny weeny things. I like things about that size. Like that. Or, you know, even this size. Sometimes I like different sizes and shapes. And I usually work on a bunch at the same time with the same colors. So I sort of do an assembly line, you know. I do abstracts, and so I put a little pink on that one and move it down, then I put a little pink on that one and move it down, and, you know, assembly line sort of. Because it's faster and I can get more done and I have more to give out. Ooh, oh, I want this one. I like to start, look at this. I mean, he's, you know, okay, so I'm gonna try this, okay? All right, he is a little bit too, I'm gonna have to go over this, that's okay. But I'm gonna use this, all right, to sketch in my heart. I gotta go over it though. I can clean it up the next. I thought this was gonna be darker. I keep forgetting. Now, are these the new ones that I got, or are these the... No, this is an older set of mine. This is the set. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sets of acrylic paint markers. Okay, we'll try this again. Just as I got connected, my doctor called. And I had to take that phone call. So I gotta find me again. I was just basically putting little hearts on here. I'm making little heart rocks today. I haven't done rocks in a long time, so I'm easing myself in. I want to do some little weird weird faces, masks. And okay, there's my color. You kind of have to get a double layer here. It's okay though, I don't mind. I enjoy the process of putting paint to paper or whatever, rock, whatever I'm painting on. I just love that. I like weird little shapes, and you know, I don't like that color. It's too peachy. That's okay, I'll do something else. I'm going to get all the hearts on there. These pens that I have are dual colored. So I don't like those pale pinks particularly, and you know, not right now anyway. Let me go and find another pink. Ooh, here's a nice one. This will be nice right here. I love having my color charts. These, I love these. Oh. See, I go, oh, I like that one, and then I just go grab it, and I got the numbers and everything on them. And then they sit up on top of my pen holders. I'm so weak I can't open these. This one's a little lighter than I think, but I'm going to do a long... This rock has a little thing on it, but that's okay. He'll be painted over. I'm going to do a long, skinny one. Hey, I don't care if it's long and skinny, it's still a heart, right? People like hearts, and these are quick for me to do, so I'm really low on rocks to give away. because I have been playing with my watercolors so much, and I haven't been painting any rocks. And the hearts I enjoy doing. They're simple and they're fun. People like them. All right, I like that. Now I want another, let's see, should we do a red? 67, yeah, let's do a red heart too. I mean, you know, you got to do something sort of normal. Do I want to do him in a diamond or a square? Ooh, look at this. Wow, this one's like a perfect little square. Look at him. Interesting. You can see my charts up here. That's all right. How are you? How are you? Okay. Now, these pens, oh yeah, these are the ones. These are the older style pens. And I like them, they're fine. Lots of colors. These are these the Artistas? Are these the Artistas? Artistas. At least I've been using these, so it's already prepped. But you have to shake them. Oh God, this one's loose. You have to shake them and then press on the point to feed the paint. This is actually the same. These give you a very, very fine point. It's one of the reasons why I like this brand. The Artistro gives you a very, very fine point. You know, well, not as fine as some of my felt tips. Those are like little needle points. They're great. But I certainly don't need any more sets of those. But I do have some of these that are double, well, like these, you know, double brushed. A different, the one I just used had different color at each end. We both had a brush tip. But I also have a set over here that has, it's double tipped. It's the same color. Shoot, I lost my lid. And I don't do anything until I find it. Ah, there he is. Because these, I don't want anything to dry out, so. Hold on, I'm getting it. There we go. I always put my lids on. Always. Oh, no. Where'd I get him from? Oh, here. I knew I needed to fill that up with something. That's okay. Alright, so there's 4. That's enough. That's enough for today, because I'm not going to work very long. So, we've got 4 little guys. You know. Now, what do I want to do? Hey, anybody got any ideas? Hello, everybody. You know. Oh, somebody who's getting the glitter badges. Ooh, yay, fun. So, let me think. I really like a turquoise background on some of these. I used to do lots of heart rocks with the hot pink and the turquoise, and I always enjoyed that. With the red one, what do I want to do? Yeah, I want to do, let's see here. Give me a second to pick out my color. 1, 2, 3. Here he is. You should watch me pick these out. This is another old one. These are Zayers. I won't buy these again. Colors are nice, and they don't leak. Actually, most of the ones that I have didn't leak. Excuse me. Except for this new set of the Artistros. And I don't know if that's my fault or their fault. Because I didn't use them for a long time. And they set. And I'm in Arizona, and it can get hot in the summer here. I mean, you know. Okay, now let's get that going here. I'm going to split this. I don't want the whole thing to be turquoise. So I'm going to split it. Right down the middle here. Now, what I used to do was go ahead and bring the color down the sides as well. But now I don't. I have a little, part of my thing is I have a little signature that I'd like to put on my rocks. And that's a black and white striped side. This is the kind of rock I'd like to get. I'd like it flat on both the main sides. And then I like it about 1/4 of an inch thick. And it doesn't have to be flat. It can be weird shaped or all sorts of things. But I like that. And the easiest way to get that, and so that they're all the same height, which I really like, is to go into Home Depot and go into the tile section and buy those little 12-inch squares of tiles that are basically all these little guys set in there on there like this. They're put in with an adhesive and a kind of a woven base, and you pick them up, and they're wobbly because the base is flexible. But these you get 12 by 12, so and then you lay these down, and the grout goes in between these, so it looks like there's all these pebbles on your floor, which there is, but you didn't set them individually. You set them in 12-inch, you know. So I go in and I pull them off of those little woven backgrounds, and the first ones I got, you could get that adhesive off very easily and quickly with hot water. You ran them underneath hot water and scrubbed them with a brush, and it was gone. They switched adhesive, or, you know, I didn't pay attention to what brand I bought, and I don't know which one it was, so I've been slowly trying new ones ever since. But usually if the adhesive doesn't come off with hot water, it'll come off just by soaking it in 91% isopropyl alcohol. Alright, since I'm going to do these, I'm not going to use this. I'm not going to do this assembly line, but because I'm going to let that dry. So I don't like to work when it's wet. It's hard to hold it. You smear it. Just go on to another rock while you're at it. I didn't like this color, and you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make that purple. And let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think this, let's see how this purple looks on top of it. Just out of curiosity. Oh, good, that was dry. See what I mean? Let's see how this looks on top of it. These were those 2 different colors in the pen. Both brush tips like this. But there's 2 ink cartridges inside. So there's 2 different colors. I don't like that. This one's got a blue and a purple. I don't like it because I don't see half the colors I have available. I actually see them. They're up on the chart. And so if I can, you know, I know if I've got them, which is nice. I'm not getting a good point on that, but that's okay. I'll take care of that when I put the background on. Okay, I like that color. These, though, are a little more transparent. There's not as much pigment in these, which generally that happens if they're less expensive. But that actually doesn't bother me. I mean, that's that they're not my only acrylic markers, and believe me, they wouldn't be if that, you know, if they were the only ones I had, I'd continue to buy others, because I like the transparency for certain uses, but on the whole, I want an acrylic that is opaque for these. Let me put him back. Now I like that better. I don't like this pale pink. The reason why is half the time when they do pale pinks, they always look, they go, I'm not talking good today. They go towards the peach side, and I am not a peach lover, okay? I don't particularly care for peaches. Now, these are also markers that, they don't have a lot of reds here to choose from, so I think I'm going to go over here. And, oh, you know what I'm going to do? No, I'm going to, no, I can't decide. Let me go over here. I'm going to grab one of these. These are new. I got 3, because I use these colors so much. I use hot pinks. Pinks, fuchsias. No, don't like that. That's too peachy. All right, let me look at my color swatch here. Here he is. Okay. Oh, I did have one. Okay. Yeah, I just pulled out 806, the one I don't like the most. Oh, let's try the 804. Yeah, let's grab him. Anyway, I saw these sets the other day, like I need more. But they are sets of 9 markers of all pink. Well, these were almost all purple. They did have a couple of pinks in there, okay? And then all blues, which are the colors. I love these the most. So when I run out, these are the ones I run out of the most. So I thought, well, wait a minute. What a good idea. Just to buy sets with just those colors. Okay? So I'm going to add this to here because I didn't like, yes, it's much, I know you can't see it, but I can. This is a more purpley pink. It's a cooler pink. More purpley is because I'm color oriented, not technically oriented. Yeah, I know you may not be able to see it. Most people can't, but I can see it. It bothers me. I can see color differences, very minute ones, and even if it's not much of a difference, if it's warm as opposed to cool and I want to cool, I'll see it. Now, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to grab this little guy. Let me put him back with those pens. They should be closer over here, but I actually have mostly felt tip pens in there. I am going to, I know people aren't going to like this color, but I don't care. I'm going to put this color on here. And then I'm going to go around the heart with some other color. But I want this on here. And I think I'm going to put him this way. Half and half this way. Breaking it in half gives me a chance to bring in more colors. Okay? Instead of a couple main colors and maybe one or two accent colors. This breaks it into 3 main colors, which is more balanced, number 1, because odd numbers are more balanced than even numbers are. Okay. And it gives it more color. I'm having some problems with my back today because this is too far away. There. It's pulling on me a little bit. I'm going to use this little color here. I think he's neat looking. He's kind of a mint green, and oddly enough, really not one of my favorite colors. Actually, really one of my least favorite colors. But I think he's going to, oh my God, he does. Now these, I love these. These are new. I just got them. They are a whole set of what they're calling a macaron sets. In other words, these are pastels. And so they all have white in them, which obviously is going to make them more opaque. All right? But did you see how that just covered that purple? I'm going to love these. And I don't normally buy specialty sets, but in this case, I am loving these macarons, or what they're calling it's a new fad. I'm sure you've seen them. Oops, made a mistake. That's okay. I need an outline. It will cover that up. That's how opaque this is. But it's, I mean, everybody now has macaron sets. All right? And for me, I don't mind. And the reason why I don't mind, because you do get pastels in your regular sets. Here's a regular set. Now, that's a pastel. Okay? But you don't get a lot of them. Okay? You know, like in the pinks, you might get 1 one little pink pastel, maybe a couple of blue pastels, one on the aqua side and one more towards the cool, you know, the green, and then towards the purple, you know, either way. But I'm just filling in some little areas that seemed a little more transparent there. Pretty. Funny, I don't like that color, but all of a sudden I do. And it does really depend on the color itself and how pastel it is. What do I want to do with this one? I've got a turquoise on this one. I don't have a purple, and I have lots of pretty new purples. Let's see what you... Oh, yeah, the 655. Wait, yeah, the 635. Here he goes. I love these. Anyway, it's that new set of the pastels, the macarons, because, number one, no prepping. These are the brush markers. They feed themselves. I don't have to shake. I don't have to pump. I've done these all half, and I think I'm gonna do that again because they're so small. There's not a way to bring. You know what there actually is. Watch. Instead of doing it half, I'll do it this way. I'll do it this way. I'll do this end like striped, and then I'll do it here. Oops, I gotta be careful not to be so sloppy. Okay. Okay. And then, like, here maybe. It's gotta be as wide as that to balance. There. That's not quite as, at least we have a little different, you know? And then I could stripe the other ones too. There's always other ways of bringing in more colors and more design. In fact, I'll do that next. I'll stripe these this way with two different colors. Okay. It's just, you know, it's fun to think about what you're going to do. I gotta see if there's any questions. Hello, everybody. Good to see you. If you do have questions, I'm not real good at noticing them because I'm one of those artists that starts working and just like focuses into my art, and then I'll jabber, right? Yak, 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 yak. It's what people who've lived along most of their life do. They get on YouTube and then they can say, I'm live streaming, instead of telling people that they're actually just talking to themselves. See, this way we're not crazy, we're entrepreneurial. Anyway, I may not notice if you ask a question, but I do go back and look and see if I can see any. And I'll ask, you know, try and answer them later if I can. But sometimes I catch them. So, you know, I don't know what I'd like to do with this. And part of me just had an urge to put a yellow on there, which is very odd for me because I truly hate primaries. And with a yellow, this would be yellow, red, and blue, the primary, the three primary colors. Slightly off, the blue is turquoise here. Which means I could actually go with, no, I was thinking of kind of a pastel orange, but let me think. Well, definitely not a fluorescent. And you know what? That might be interesting. Okay. I'm actually going to do this. I'm actually going to put this a fluorescent. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. It might sit there forever. Like, I keep a tray of these. And when the UPS drivers come in, they're such nice guys. The delivery people are so nice to me. They know I can't come out and get packages, and they'll knock on the door and say, hey, Terry, you there? Want me to bring it in? And they'll just bring my packages in for me. And I just, you know, I always have soft drinks and munchies and stuff for them. what do I want to put there instead? I was thinking orange, but I think I won't. You know what? You know what? I'm going to do... No, I'm not. I was going to do black. Why not? I'm going to do black and white. I actually have a white acrylic pen here, and I'm just going to use it. No, I think I'm just going to leave the rock. It's white enough. I just want to get that out of the way. There. All right, so this one will be almost finished if I do that. Let me get a black marker. I've got billions of them, folks, trust me. And I want a good one. These are kind of like for backgrounds only. So let me reach over here. Where did I put my spares? I pulled some grays and blacks out. I don't use them a lot. And I needed the room on one of my grids here for more colors. So I pulled them out the other day, and I'm trying to think where I stuck them. And I think... No, where did I put them? Oh, there it is. Okay. I knew I had them in another one of my jars. Okay. Here we go. See, these are all spare blacks. I always have spare blacks and spare whites. Oh, let's use this one. He's very fine. This is the one. This is the set right here that I pulled out. So we'll use this, and this will be really fine. Now, first thing I'm going to do is just go down the side here. Oh, it's perfect. Oh, you know that I've never tried these with my sealant. Ooh, well, I may be taking a chance. But we're going to try Arteza. I don't know. The thing is that this is not an acrylic, is it? Wait a minute. Ooh, it's not. It's a felt tip. I can't use this. I can't use that. That's a felt tip. I need an acrylic. What was I doing? That's okay. I'm going to take him off. Actually, I think if I go over him, I might be okay. What was I thinking? I wasn't. That's the problem. Okay. See, this is what I want to do. Ooh, this is going to be interesting. This is going to be really interesting. I want these stripes. So I'm going to have to do them here first. Okay? On top. Then I'm going to have to come along the side and do them at odd little angles. It's okay. But I've got to set them up first. And that's fine. Okay? I'll just let it dry and come back when I do all the sides. This blue is actually still a little bit wet, which I find kind of interesting. So interestingly enough, I think my Ecobee thermostat is feeding some humidity. It said it was, I've never seen it before. They must have done something when they updated, because I've had it for several years. See, then I'll come in and I'm going to drop it down the sides like I did here, okay? But not now, not when it's still wet. But I think my Ecobee is somehow using, you know, your air conditioners have, you know, water in them. And I think it's pulling some of that out, and I think it's using it sort of like a combo. I don't know. It said that it's using, what did they call it? Something to keep my bill down and keep it cooler. And I am wondering if they have found a way to, I don't know, use your air conditioner as a swamp cooler. You know, on and off, like in an RV, if you have two air conditioners, your power will switch from one to the other, okay? Because the electrical system in any RV is not going to be big enough to run two ACs in most RVs. Let me put it that way. In specialty ones, yeah, like, you know, okay, the big $2 million tour buses, yeah. But, and most of the things that you and I are going to, oops, no. They're not going to have enough power to run 2 rooftop air conditioners. Anyway, I'm trying to figure out what they're talking about. I don't know what it is. I'd like to know what they're talking about. In the meantime, I want to look at this one. And what do I want to do? What do I want to do? This has the most largest choices of colors. Part of me wants to put that lime, you know, I love lime. If you've watched me, you know I love lime green. Okay? I freaking love lime green. And, what else would I like to put there? Okay, turquoise would be nicer for most people. Now let me think. Actually, this would be interesting. It's $7.95. It's sort of a periwinkle, but it's going to be awful flat. No, I'm going to $8.22. I'm going the turquoise on this. Okay. With my new pens, and then I get to play with my new pens too, which I always. That's an artist's dream. It's just, you know, opening up a huge, oh yeah, this is a nice color. Opening up a huge, huge, huge set of brand new anything with all the colors, okay? Not the 12 or 10 sets, okay? The 100 sets. Not the 36, not the 40, it's the 100 sets and the 120s and the 180s. Now, I will say this. They actually have sets of colored pencil with 500. I've got news for you. That's a waste of money. Even I know that. I mean, you know, even I realize that. Because I will guarantee you, when you get into the hundreds, you're going to have colors that they can't, that, you know, mixing colors, pigments is not easy, all right? And they only have so many things to work with, okay? Yes, there are unlimited colors, yes, but not unlimited colors that you can make, all right, that you can create or that you can recreate. Because you're limited to the materials you have at hand, okay? And that's why when a new color comes out, everybody gets so, you know, you're talking about that new blue. Holy, oh my God, I've seen it. Oh my God. The pigmentation is unbelievable in that. It's just, oh, it glows all on its own. It's amazing. Okay, now that one, we're going to put some little ding-dongs on it. Sorry, not ding-dongs, but little doodad decorations, and he's done. And so it's this one, basically. All right, so that's why I did it this way, because it's quick and you can get an idea. I love to do more complicated ones with more colors, but right now I just don't want to, you know, I don't want to keep you watching forever. I think, now that's got purple in it, and I don't want purple in that. What do I want to do here? This green, see, the problem with this green is, unlike the lime green that really looks great with purple and fuchsia and turquoise, and, you know, it really plays, an orange and yellows, it plays off the bright colors really well. The mint green doesn't play off much of anything. Peach, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. And my choice of peaches, and since I like these because they are so, where's that 506? Here he is. I think he's good. Oh, he's stuck. These pens are a little too fat for my grid, so they don't go all the way in. And if they get pushed down, they kind of stick. Yeah, this is good. And it makes it a very nice, soft pastel. Not everybody likes bright colors, okay? This is going to have a second coat, though it's not very opaque. But that's all right. I love these brush tips. Oh. I don't know what it is. I feel more painterly when I'm using them. I'll just hold this out here, like I'm holding this one here for that. I may use this for the rest of the black too. Now this is going to be one that's going to be interesting. Turquoise? No. Let's grab this. This has got, ooh. These are colored pencils. So I don't know why I grabbed that. That was sort of like stupid. What? That lavender would look nice with this, actually. That would. Nope, those aren't going to work. None of these are going to work. Nope, don't like the blues. Excuse me. And the peach, yeah, it's okay. But I just did peach on that one. I hate, ooh. How about a darker, ooh. No, I don't want to use another pink. And I don't, no, those are colored pencils, so they won't work. I got the greatest set of colored pencils. They are tinted graphite colored pencils. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm sorry, but guess what? I want that. I want that one, the 38. Where is he? 38. Where are you? Peach, 30. Wait a minute. Oh, that's the wrong number. It's 40. Here he is. Now, I have my numbers underneath on this one. I try to do everything the same way. Like if they have numbers, I put the numbers on, and I like to put the numbers underneath the color swatch, which is what I did here. But some of mine I couldn't. All right. That's all right. This one's going to start. No, okay, he came out good. Now these, remember these are acrylics. And acrylics dry darker. So it doesn't look like it's, it looks kind of maybe a little too pale. Don't worry about that. It's going to be darker when it dries. And bye-bye, little weird, whatever you are. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I get that late afternoon cough and hiccups. Oh, I'm just trying really hard not to have it jerk my hand. There. All right. God. This is the part I hate because it's that little tickle and I can't get rid of it. I don't know what it is either. It's like something gets stuck in there. And it only lasts for a little short while. But while it's there, I have to deal with this. That's right. I'm going to put another layer of peach on here because it was too transparent. I am so in love with all the art supplies that they have. I would kill for these things years ago. Oh my God, acrylic paint pens. I actually tried to make my own. Okay, you can actually do that now because, hold on. You know these paint pens, these brushes they've got, the water brushes? That's where there's water in there, okay? So this is automatically got its water in it. They're great for, I keep saying plein air, and I know it's not pronounced that way. I always thought it was plein air. It's pine air, I think. Anyway, for when you go out, look at that, okay? It's got its own water, and I gotta tell you, these are pretty decent little brushes. They keep a pretty decent little point, but you could, I don't know, I'd try, because I bought some that said that they were markers you could fill up with acrylics. It would probably have to be thin, like this one I just used, which means it probably would require a couple of coats, because it would be less opaque. But I bought a set of empty pens probably, I don't know, 15 years ago. Sort of like this. And I think they were originally developed to do this, or for people to do this. And then somebody said, why don't we do this? I don't know. All I know is I've had these for something like this for a long, long time. And not those with color in them. Anyway, you can make your own. Pardon me, I'm choking here. Now, let me do my little decorations first. I actually think that needs to be done because if I do something out of, you know, like this, or my hands are a little shaky. What I'm trying to say is if I don't quite make it to stay within the line, so to speak, then I have my last stage, which is lining everything, etc., with the black and stuff. But that's usually what I do, is I do some black and white and then add a color or two in there. Now, I'm going to outline this in white. Oh, you are just going to do that to me, aren't you? You're not quite ready. Oh, wait a minute. I don't know. I can't use those. I have these really great opaque pens that I bought for making dots and stuff. And they're more opaque. They're very opaque. But the problem is, this is the tip. I just pulled it out. I'm cleaning this a little bit, okay? It's a little gunky. These, by the way, if you ever do that, you need kind of to take a look and see what these are made out of, by the way. These are plastic. They are plastic tips. They are not felt. They are not a wiggly material. They are plastic, and they have little slits way down at the very end on the tip. These artistros. And one of the reasons why they keep a point is because they're plastic. And as you look really close at it, there's little slits right down here, all the way around, to allow the paint to flow down to that tip. All right? And it all just kind of feeds down there. Let me get this wet. Try to get that. Okay, I have to hold the whole thing then. Give me some water. This is dried up a little bit and I want to peel it. I'm going to get it off if I can. The other way to clean these, since they are acrylic, is to soak them in isopropyl alcohol. That will take, alcohol will take acrylic paint off of just about anything, including your clothes. And vodka will do it too. I mean, alcohol, period, will do it, but you want to use something clear. And you want to use something cheap. And, you know, I don't think I'd want to use a cheap, clear tequila. I don't think I'd want to have that in my house. This one really needs to be cleaned. And they actually give you spare ones, which I've never used. I just keep cleaning these. There we go. But if he doesn't want to feed, that's okay. I've got several more. I always buy, if they haven't, and Artistro does, if they have open, what's its face? Oh God, my brain went down. Oh shoot, my brain dead. And said you don't have to buy it in a set. You buy a set, but you can buy each color individually if you need it. Because, you know, you face it, you're gonna, every one of us runs out of certain colors faster than others because we have favorites and we use more because of how we paint and what we paint. And open, oh good grief, Carrie, whatever it's called, you know what I'm talking about. All you artists, maybe you non-artists might know what I'm talking about. Now, I'm going to do some little lines on this. And this is why I didn't want to do. Black is the last color I usually put on, okay? It just gives it, you know, it's just more interesting. Yeah, and that's okay, but it's boring. A little bit, just a little bit more. Now, I think what I'm going to do is do a little heart inside the big heart. This may require another layer when it dries. This is fairly opaque, the Artistro on their white, but it depends on how the pen is flowing, etc. So I reserve my judgment until it's dry. We'll leave this one out. Now we want another little color on this guy. He's almost dry here. So I think I would like to have like a kind of a foresty green. Ooh, no, I see it. Here. What number is he? 342? Where are you? 342. This is an interesting color. It's like a slate blue-green. I don't even know how to describe it, but I love this color. I should have used it on something. Actually, I think I will. I think I'm going to do this. It's the neatest color. It really needs to be primed. This is gonna hurt because this is such an unusual color. I know darn well. This is no standard color, by the way. So no, it's not. You know, it's not a cobalt blue or a Prussian blue. It's the closest maybe would be something called slate blue, okay? And that is what I call it, but it's a little more on the green side. And this one is just not wanting to feed. Shoot, there. I've got enough to finish this. Oh, I got a couple little, that'd be neat if I could do that, but that was an accident. I'll never be able to get those speckles controlled like that. Oh, you know, though, of course these rocks are kind of small for something like that. I'm only doing that because I like that color. And it reminds me to use it. Okay, I'm going to put him back. I don't think he's going to work on here, though. He needs to have a little bit more. Where are you? Well, that's interesting. 37. There it is. I don't know. Anyway, he's a beautiful color. Okay. In the 25. I said 37, that's the 25. The 25, no, I'm going to go with this one. This is sort of almost a light color of that, but I think, uh-oh. He's got to be shaken. I got to get the white going in him. See, the white separates out on these. And you got to shake it back into the, otherwise that's the pigment in the binder. Alright. And the binder, that is a binder in there, and I don't know what they're using. It's probably an acrylic medium, okay? So that's what I would do if I was going to go make my own pens, and I wanted my own special color in a pen. I would get a little bit of acrylic medium, and thin out a little bit of water, and thin this out, and then mix that together, and get it to the right consistency that would flow, and hope that it would be opaque enough to cover things in one or two, you know. There we go. See the difference? Where the white gets mixed in. See, now I'm going to have to go back with the white outline. So I should have done these little dots before I outlined that. And I didn't. But that's all right. I'm just having fun. We only got 4 little guys here. It's a quick little exercise for everybody. Hello, everybody. Hello, welcome, new people. Glad to see ya. Yeah, I think. Look how much lighter that is. You know, I could go back over it, but you know what? I'm not going to. Because I don't want to. I'm going to do pink. Now, I want a very bright pink there. Those, I'm worried, may not be opaque enough. But you will. I do believe. This one I wish it had. I wish it did have a second fine point in it. I just wish. Now I'm going to do, okay, so I'm going to do this. There. Little teeny, itty bitty dots. Actually, I think they look like little flies. They're little hearts. Out of context, but in context, people will see them as hearts. Oops, I made him a little bit too big. Didn't mean to do that quite that big. That's all right. There we go. Little teeny tiny hearts. I don't like that as much as I thought I would, but it's okay. It's a rock, people. It's not the Mona Lisa. Or the Statue of David. Or anything like that. Now, I am going to put yellow there. I have been wanting to, so I just might as well bite the bullet and go with it. What I want is the double pen that has the point, and is this it? This doesn't, well, I know better than to, okay, let's see what we, ooh, I don't know. Definitely not you. Too orange. Nope, 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 nope. I was thinking it's more peachy, but it's not. I don't want to do pink. I've already got, ooh. Oh, I know what I'm going to put there. Let's see. I don't want purple. I want a light blue. Where's my light blues? You're perfect right here. There we go. Ooh, almost dropped him. Okay. Okay. See how cute they're you know, they're cute, you know? And just this tiny little thing, honestly. You know, if I have a few hours or something and I can drop 3 or 4, you know, 4 to 8 of these in an afternoon and put them up and then just every once in a while and stockpile them. I give them away because, okay, there's a long story behind this. I should send you to my website and let you read it. That's what I should do. Get more hits on my website, and then I don't have to sit there and talk about it and tell it. But basically, I hadn't been, the last probably 15, 20 years of my professional art life was spent doing digital art. Okay? Prior to that, I had done advertising art and book covers and all sorts of things like that. In real life, I used brushes and pens and, you know, mostly brushes. Excuse me, my nose is... I don't want to get him too excited here. He's going to give me too big of dots, you see? There. He's alright. We could make these a little bigger so they don't look quite so, oops, anemic compared to that. This blue is so light he almost looks white against this darker blue background. But that was kind of my point. Now that's done. As far as I'm concerned, he's finished except for the sides. He doesn't need any more accents or any less. And this one here, oh, I didn't go around the, okay, I don't want to use black on this. I'm going to have to use some. Let me get my backgrounds in. Now, what do you want? On the green, let's go with another green. No. Yeah, because I'm going to do a purple on this. Let's go with another green here. And you... Okay, this is the one that's got the fine tip on it. And that's perfect for what I want here. Because I'm going to just put a nice fine line right here. It's going to dry darker. It's going to match this. I'm sad to say. I thought it was lighter than that, but that's all right. It's not a disaster. There. And that was opaque enough to go over that. So that worked. And then on that, what did I say I was going to put on the peach? I cannot remember. I screwed up. Did I mean to do that? I think I just did the opposite of what I wanted to do. Oh, God, I get tired. And then my brain, I swear to God, my brain just kind of rotates inside. And then I get the right brain and left brain trying to do the wrong job. You know, my mathematics side is not artistic at all. You know, I wouldn't even trust him with my crayons. Yeah, my left side of my brain is a him. Aren't they all? Dull, enduring number types. Sorry, I don't mean to be rude. I'm being smart-assy. I hope you're not a dull engineering type. I didn't mean to insult you. You know, I'm crazy, don't forget that. I'm normal challenged. Oh crap, what was I going to use on there? I do not remember. But since I don't remember, I'm going to use some kind of a pink. And that one's too close to the... Maybe I'm not. Because the pink I wanted to use is pretty close to that. What the hell was I going to use on there? You know what? I know exactly what I'm going to use on there. No, I don't want that. I do want this one, but this may not work. But I'm going to try it. Okay? And because the thing has... I'm going to go this way. Yeah, this is the olive shoot. That is not the color I wanted. I wanted the other one. That's okay. I'll go over it with the other one. My hands are doing good today. They're very steady. Oh, that's why I counted wrong. I knew that was odd. That's all right. Here. This will brighten it up. Oh, yeah. In fact, that olive makes it darker. And it works better. So excellent. See? Happy little accidents. Yeah, I have to, I told I make myself sing it if I have to say it. I can't just say happy little accidents. I have to sing it. You know, sort of Bob Ross and the lovely Mr. Rogers. I loved Mr. Rogers. Bob Ross, not so much. I don't think you're going to find any real artist that was madly in love with Bob Ross, but I could be wrong, maybe. All right. Now, I don't really want to put black on here. However, the reason I am is I want to do my black and white stripes on the side, and it would be too harsh and kind of out of place if I didn't have some black in here otherwise. Okay? And I'll show you what I mean. Because I'm going, the first thing I do is go around the edge of here, right? And this is really, I need to let that dry. Go around the whole thing, and then I come in and I draw my bars. Okay? And the other thing, oops, I didn't mean to do that. I'm going to have to touch it up now. Oh, whoops, I hope that that's a bar. See, I need to hold this in a certain way, or I'm going to have mistakes like that all over this. Okay. And oh my God, I am just really blowing it here. But what I do is I put those hopefully better drawn. And then I get my, okay, I'm going to cheat a little, and I'm going to do that so it'll cover up that mistake. Thank God I could do that. Okay. You don't have to be perfect, but they can't be really crappy. So I go around, all the way around like this. A lot of times I actually paint it white, but these rocks are so white themselves that I don't have to. But that's going to have to take, these are all going to have to be dry for me to do that. I have to take just a second off of my back here. Now, you need some doodads. You are a reminder. I hate this color combination with a passion. I'm going to soak this in alcohol and get that off of there and start over, because I really like this rock. But there's, I don't know what, I find that the ugliest color combination ever. I ruined a perfectly good rock with that. Now, what do I want to do on you? You are done. You two need a little bit more doodads. Hello, everybody. The Queen of Black Hearts. I like that name. Hey, my friend, the Glorangutang. How are you? I don't know if you're still here, but you got a badge. Did I pronounce that right? The Glorangutang? It has a ring that way. A ring to it. I've been looking at your stuff. You've been really doing some nice stuff. Some nice art. Okay, yes, I'm goofing around painting rocks because I didn't have a lot of time and I need rocks to give away. I'm low on my supply. Honest to God, people call me the rock lady. How do you like that? At least they don't add in her head, the rocks in her head lady. At least not within my hearing. Let's put it that way. Oh, my back's beginning to hurt. I just want to finish the front of these before I have to stop. I don't mind that. And this one doesn't thrill me. Thrill me. These might, if I can do them better. I got white on there, I need a little black, but I need something doing the blue. And you know what I'd like? I would like a dark pink, and I know exactly which one I want right here. Am I sure? Yeah, that's, whoa, way too pale. Okay, so I'm just gonna put, let's see, do I want to, I don't want to do stripes. I want to do, oh, it's not gonna be opaque enough. Oh God, it would have been a great color, but it isn't gonna be, well, you know what? That's actually kind of cool. Being transparent, it gives me kind of a purple color, which I don't mind at all. How about that? We'll just do some little ones then. Okay? It's kind of messy, but it's actually kind of cute. Alright, now, the next thing we want to do is get that black liner on there, around that heart. I don't know what I'm going to do inside that heart at this point in time. Now see that when you come in here, I'm only just going to do a short little line, but when you come in here and put the close off line, that's what I call it, because it shuts off the color and you know, frames the design in. Oh shoot, I'll do the rest later when it's dry and I can get a good grip on it. Then I should not have done that. Maybe I should do this one first. Cover up the mistake. I wasn't even going to do these at all. I don't know why. See, I didn't commit myself to that fully when I realized that I'd best not finish it. So that saved me. Okay. But generally I start at the ends, not in the middle. And I started in the middle, and I'll go back and do that. But you see how, looking at it at different angles, that helps bring the black together. See what I mean? Same thing here. See, when you put it up on top. Okay? And the thing is that this is kind of a signature of mine. Alright. Oh, I am getting tired, but I'm going to finish my little dots. What should I put in there, and what color should it be? I've got a lot of, oh, you know what? I want to line these outside too. Oh dear. Let me think. Let me go over here and look at these new ones that I've got. These are brush, what are these? This is a brush point, isn't it? I may not want to use that, yeah. But they're brand new, so they could stay nice and thin and controllable. But these are acrylic paint pens, and I just had, ooh, here. Is that these? No, yeah, here they are, pink. Okay. What did I just pull out of there? 804? No, I'm gonna go 805. I'm gonna go darker on that. Hold on. That 804 is too close. I need some definition. All right, okay. Let's try this. Oh shoot, see? Should have touched up that black first. I should have done this first. Now I have to touch up the black. But that's actually kind of the color I wanted on the dots. All right. So, there. Okay. You're done. Except for the zigzaggy, the black and white on the sides. And then I'll sign them and date them and put my website on them and put my sealant on them and, you know, pa-ding ba-dang. I got rocks. What do I want to do with this one? He needs some black. And I think what I'm going to do with him is this. Oh. And then, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I don't know why, but I think that might be fun. And then I can just bring it down here. Okay? And what I'll do here is leave this one to go all the way down and then just do, I can actually finish this one. Okay? So I'm just going to do, I'm going to do this very slowly, just the closing outline. Okay? That's it. Not stop your flow on me here. I need you to cooperate and not be a pain in the butt. Okay? That's it. Okay? I'm not going to do anything else up here except do it right there. A little thicker. That's better. That's better. Okay. And here. And there you go. 4 beautiful heart rocks to give away.